Well, the Mariners are postseason bound, but there's still plenty of things for them to play for in the final 5 games of the season. In fact, 3 separate things I think you guys should look out for. Number 1 is, ironically, their magic number for the American League West being 1. All the Mariners need to do is either beat the Rockies tonight or have the Astros lose to the A's in Sacramento to clinch their first division crown since 2001. And if the Mariners somehow lose tonight and the Astros win tonight, then the same logic applies for the games tomorrow. Now when we get to conversations about playoff seeding, that's where things start to get a little bit fun. The number 2 thing to talk about is getting the number 2 seed. So right now there are 3 contenders for the number 2 seed. You have the Mariners with a 3-game lead over both the Guardians and Tigers, who are now tied for the American League Central lead. And as you know, the Guardians and Tigers are playing a 3-game series this week, with the Guardians winning yesterday to draw even with Detroit. The Mariners' magic number for the number 2 seed is 2, but it's not as straightforward as you think. Let me explain. The simplest way the Mariners can clinch the number 2 seed is just win today and win tomorrow, and then it's all theirs. Because then at minimum, the Mariners would have a 3-game lead with 3 games to play and the tiebreaker over either the Guardians or the Tigers. The other way this happens is if the Mariners split the next 2 days and then the Tigers and Guardians split the next 2 days. And you might be confused because with the magic number being 2, you would think with a Mariners win and someone losing tonight, the Mariners could clinch the spot here on Wednesday. Well, the Mariners can't gain ground on anybody today since both Cleveland and Detroit are tied, and somebody has to win that game tonight. Therefore, someone is going to gain or keep pace with the Mariners given they win. But why it's important they split is because if the other team wins, say Cleveland wins today, takes the 1-game lead into Thursday, and then Detroit wins on Thursday and reties with Cleveland, well, Cleveland would then lose a game on the Mariners on Thursday, and given the Mariners win or lose, if they win on here today on Wednesday, the Mariners would gain that game back, gain that magic number, and therefore clinch the number 2 seed. The number 3 thing I'm going to note is that 1 seed right there. Because as unlikely as it is, the Blue Jays lost again last night, and the Mariners pulled it within 2 games of the Blue Jays in the standings. And would you look who's facing the Blue Jays in Toronto tonight? That would be Garrett Crochet. The roadblock with the 1 seed, as we've mentioned, is tiebreakers. The Yankees are 1 game behind the Blue Jays for that number 1 seed and for the division, albeit, and the Mariners don't have the tiebreaker over either of those teams. Do you guys have a reaction to any of this information? If you do, you know what to do. Drop us a comment and let us know what you think.